What is going on, guys? This is Spade, and today is March 21st, 2014. And what that day means to some people is the fact that they are rolling out the very first patch for Titanfall on PC and on Xbox One. It's actually started rolling out now, and what I'm going to go over a couple of the things that they actually put in the patch notes in regards to bug fixes and just balancing tweaks. So let's go ahead and go through them. At first is the damage indicator for the electric smoke is now more noticeable, and the reason why that is because a lot of people were having a hard time to tell how much damage they were taking when rodeoing a Titan, an enemy Titan. It's happened to me a few times where I rodeoed a Titan and I thought I jumped off in time, when obviously I didn't. I still took the full amount of damage even though anything barely showed up. Search drones will now show up in classic modes of the Angel City map. Those are the little drones that fly around the map that are in the campaign portion of the story. They're actually going to put them into just the regular multiplayer now. Arc grenade and arc mine effects no longer draw on friendly pilots and Titans. Lowered the point value of defensive actions in Hardpoint and CTF, so that means that camping the objective is going to net you less points. Increase the score limit in attrition. They actually didn't say what the raised score would be. I'm assuming it might be 300 because a lot of people were complaining that the 250 just went by quick. But personally, I think the quickest attrition game I had was maybe 8 minutes, and I personally think that's long enough. I think the 250 score was actually pretty fair. Flag return points reduced, so you're now going to get less points for actually returning your flag to base and capture the flag. Less flag carrier kills, so whenever you kill an enemy that is carrying your flag in CTF, you're actually going to get less points for that now. Explosives detonated by dead man's trigger are now delayed even more than they were. Explosives detonated by dead man's trigger now play a warning sound before exploding, so enemies have a chance to get out of the way. Slightly decrease the damage of the smart pistol when not locked onto a pilot. So that means if they're randomly firing at you, you're going to take less damage than before, whereas most people, they would just hip fire you to death with a smart pistol. And then slightly decrease the hip fire accuracy of the smart pistol, which I'm kind of proud of that, because it was kind of weird, because if they kept you in the boxes of that, the aiming reticle of the smart pistol, they could actually hip fire it and hit you, so I'm glad that they fixed that. Certain burn cards could be exploited to give multiple uses. The reason why that is because a lot of the double XP cards, you could actually activate it and then cancel it, and you would still get the activation points, essentially, so you would still get the double XP without even actually burning the card. Evac dropships are now more responsive to pilots entering them. I have no clue what the hell that means. I guess they're going to talk to you a little bit more whenever you get in there instead of, hey, you're in, let's go. That's pretty much it, in my opinion. Hacking a turret will now restore itself to full. I'm glad for that, because I've hacked an enemy turret plenty of times with maybe it had 1 bar of health left, and after I hack it, an enemy takes it down, and then I have to repair it. So that's good that it refills the health. Cluster missiles damage reduced against evac dropships. I don't think that one's fair, because I think 1 cluster missile would take damn near all the shields off. I think that was fair. I don't think that they actually had to take that down a bit personally, but apparently enough people complained about it. In regards to the bug fixes, this is what they have. Titan could become stuck in the position it lands in, so they apparently fixed that, because a known problem was Titans not getting up from auto Titan mode, so they would drop in and they would just stay there. So that was one of the problems. Several rare server issues where the game would restart and back out into the lobby. Pilot could end up out of bounds when rodeoing a Titan after it's destroyed. Pilot could warp through certain locations when jumping off a Titan, so essentially ways to get out of the map whenever getting off of a Titan. Players being able to enter some geometry in Smuggler's Cove. Again, that's the same thing like getting out of a map when using your Titan. Titanfall will now give proper kill credit when it kills a pilot embarking into their Titan. I guess you get bonus points whenever you're killing an enemy going into their Titan. That one kind of makes no sense to me. Minions and attrition now continue to spawn until the epilogue begins. This is one that I'm personally actually looking forward to, because there's been a lot of times where you're in an attrition game mode and it's really close, like the one I recently just uploaded where my team lost, even though I did miraculously good. That was because no grunts or anything like that were really spawning at all. We probably could have won if we had grunts to farm on that. So I'm glad that they're actually going to keep the grunts and the specters and stuff like that spawning until the end of the game actually happens. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad they're fixing that one. Player couldn't hack mega turrets. I've never had that bug, but there's a patch coming out for that. Server would sometimes error when hacking a specter. Hardpoint sometime awarded defense points to players who weren't even near the hardpoint. Rare issues when ejected from a Titan. I haven't had any issues ejecting from a Titan myself. Server would sometimes error after a match while returning to the lobby, which that's like the what's the origin token failed, stuff like that. And then double XP burn cards could sometimes not being applied properly. That's almost the exact same thing as I said before, just basically exploiting the double XP cards for infinite double XP that entire match. And that's really it in terms of the patch notes. I think most of them are fair. I think the one that I really have a problem with is the cluster missile doing less damage to the dropships. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you think these are fair or think something just isn't right with some of these, leave it in the comments below. I just wanted to share these thoughts with you guys, and I know some of you do like Titanfall, whereas a few of you just hate it, as it's apparent on a couple of the likes on my video. A few of you have been disliking the recent Titanfall videos, but whereas I'm enjoying the game, I can't say anything for people that aren't, but I don't think it's right to call people names or make fun of other people because they enjoy a game that you don't. So anyways, that's it, guys. This was Spade. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Oh dang, Mystic! Don't do that to the children. Come on, man. Gotta calm down.
Nice, 14-4.
Can you handle